25,000 songs, 36 languages, sang in the parliament too. India lost a musical legend, the Nightingale, soul of music of India. With her passing away, an era comes to an end. But her songs will inspire future generations. You can't single out any one song as your favorite from her songs, but I enjoyed the most Aapki Nazaron Ne Samjha the most. She has lived through from gramophone record to the digital music era. I compliment Ina and Women's Now for paying this well-deserved tribute from Bay Area to the great Bharat Ratna Lata Mangeshkar. Om Shanti.
So, Women Now viewers, we have a special edition today. We're actually here with some eminent artists from the Bay Area, and of course, my wonderful co-host and producer, Anna Sarkar, to discuss and celebrate the life of one of the greatest artists that the world has ever known, the great late Lata Mangeshkar. So first, let me introduce and welcome one of the eminent artists and musicians in the world himself, Pandit Swapan Chaudhary, who happened to be so gracious to accept our invite to come. And Dada, it's so nice to have you here. And then for all the viewers that'll see on the other square to Dada's left, but depending on where you're sitting, is another eminent artist, Kamlini Mukherjee, who you have a master's in English Lit from Cambridge. I thought that was really interesting, in addition to the fact that you're an accomplished artist, and now you're in San Francisco, and we're so blessed to have you here teaching Rabindra Sangeet to so many students. It's so nice to have you here today.
Thank you.
Great. So Anna, you start the line of questioning, and if I think it's just going to be a celebratory sort of discussion. I think that's what you and I thought we would do. So go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, thank you, everyone. I think we are all proud today that we come from the same place as one of the biggest singers of all times, and we've grown up with her. Simplicity, purity, and divinity is what defines Lata Mangeshkar today, and we are all going to live with her for the rest of our lives. She may not be here with us today, but her voice, her soul, her connection to the divine, and how she helped us connect with the divine is something that we are all going to be here with for the rest of our lives. Off to Shapunda, let us hear from you what your thoughts are on Lataji and how you would want to remember her.
Well, I think Lataji can be said like this. She was not only a musician, but she was musician's musician. And, I have no word to say about her. Her music, she created her own style, which is now following by crores of people. I mean, unfortunately, we lost her physically, but we didn't lose her soul. She is still with us, and she will be with us as long as this planet will survive.
Exactly.
Each song, if you look at it, every song has a very different approach. Maybe from the same film, or if it is a film music, or if it is a bhajan, each song you will see, it's every time you will hear it. And the funny thing is this, every time I hear her, I feel, wow, I didn't see that side. Next day, I hear her the same song and I find a different angle. So she cannot be a musician. She was Ma Saraswati, I will say. But Ma Saraswati comes back every time. And so I know that she will be, I don't know whether she will be physically coming back to us, but I'm pretty sure that her soul will be with us, with her song. Whenever we hear her, we will remember her. and we'll never forget her. And also, I had that opportunity to meet her a couple of times, and she was so motherly. She was very loving, very giving, and very soft-spoken person. And that's what when first time I met her, I think it was Sanmukhananda Hall Auditorium in Mumbai, and I was playing with Ravi Shankarji. And so she was invited and she came. And just looks like you cannot feel that she's such a great, great person. She looks so ordinary, just a regular person. So whenever we see these kind of things, it's a lot of things that we should learn from her. Her main thing was just the music, not what I am wearing, or my makeup, nothing. It's just one note, and she can kill anybody.
Give you goosebumps.
Yes,
Give you goosebumps.
exactly.
Give you goosebumps.
Yeah.
That's
And,
so well put.
and she was the person who sang in every single language.
Yeah.
So she had no language barrier. She was looking for her music. Her music is God for her. And she proved it. And finally, I think she met her God and she left. But
And
she
you
said,
rightly said, very, very simple. I mean, that is what stands out when we think of Lata Mangeshkar ji, that so simple yet so pure and larger than life. That's what I think of her, because, she always carried a very, very divine, simple soul with her.
mhm, yeah.
Kamlini, I wanted to ask you a question.
Mhm.
As a vocalist, how old were you when you heard her for the first time? And then what did you feel and what did you think when you heard her? And then how did you assimilate any of that into your own, like we absorb, like I learning tabla, even in a different gharana, every time I listen to Swapanda, I try to assimilate something into there and go, ooh, that's amazing. It's like milk falling off of the flower or honey falling off of a flower. How does he do that? Give me that. I want to hear what you have to say as a vocalist. Because, there's two tabla players and the greatest sitting there, but, you're a vocalist. I want to hear this,
I can't even tell you how old I was or which year it was when I heard Lata Mangeshkar for the first time. We have been born in a world where Lata Mangeshkar is a goddess who's been there. So you cannot really put a date to when you heard her for the first time. I really don't know. Way before I ever thought of singing or taking it up as a profession, I must have heard her. It must have gone somewhere deep into my psyche. Just the melody of her, just the music, what it felt to the ears. We grew up in the 90s. That's when Lata Mangeshkar ji was still singing, of course, but her best, there was just so much before that we were hearing also all the decades and decades of that legacy. She had already created that legacy. So you listen to Abhiman songs, you listen to Madhumati, you listen to God knows what, and I can't even remember which the first song was when it came to me. I just think of so many songs that have moved me in so many ways. But if there's one defining feature you're asking me as a vocalist that I really feel stunned by, is, as Shapunda also said, hitting those notes. I mean, that's the primary concern of anybody who remotely sings or aspires to sing, that you sing in tune.
Yeah, perfect pitch.
Exactly. It was just literally music to the ears, and it was always like that. The fluidity of her,
Effortless.
yes,
She was absolutely effortless. It looked like it was just coming, it was flowing. She wasn't
exactly.
even trying to sing, it would just flow.
It was like this liquid gold that's just flew. The fluidity of her voice was just amazing, really.
So thank you, everyone. This was an amazing discussion, tribute, and celebration of Lataji's life. She is with us. She will be with us forever. And like Shapanda said, we all seek her blessing to be simple, kind, and true to our core, and not let anything distract us from our path. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you very
you
much.
for joining us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
ऐ दिले नादा ऐ दिले नादा आरज़ू क्या है जुस्तजू क्या है ऐ दिले नादा